Hey everybody, today we're talking about how to burst XL. So a lot of grenades out on the market today in varying price ranges, but BB scattering grenades in general have some questionable efficiency. And it seems to be a growing trend lately that rather than saying you're only hit by a grenade if a BB strikes you, more and more fields, including our own local field, are going to a proximity rule where if a grenade goes off and you're within a 10-foot radius, you're dead whether a BB struck you at all. What that's led to is the growing popularity of flashbang grenades or sound flash grenades. And this is one of those. This is the Airsoft Innovations XL Burst Impact Banger Grenade. What it comes with is the grenade itself, a couple of different stickers if you want to change the color of your grenade, some extra air valve protectors, some grenade oil, and the burst discs themselves. And these are just little cello sheets that go into the grenade, and then the green gas that goes into the grenade bursts the disc when it's released. And of course we've got some branding with a pretty nice PVC patch. Now let me take a minute to go ahead and say that for reliability and sound, I still think that the Thunder Bee grenade is the best out there. And the reason is it's on a timer and you know it's going to go off every single time. And when it does go off, it's going to go off very loudly. The downfall of the Thunder Bee, of course, is that it's really expensive. Every Thunder Bee takes an individual CO2 cartridge in its core and an outer plastic shell. And when the CO2 is released into the chamber, it fills up to the point of bursting that outer shell. It's extremely reliable, it's extremely loud, but you're gonna pay about 36 bucks plus taxes, shipping, and handling for a pack of 12 outer shells. And every throw, you've gotta have a CO2 cartridge in there, which is anywhere from 50 to 75 cents. So you're looking at about $4 a throw. Every time you want to throw a flashbang with a Thunder Bee, you're throwing $4. Just imagine if you had four $1 bills in your hand, and every time you want to throw a grenade at somebody, you're throwing $4 at it, $4 at it. It's a lot of money. It adds up really quick. Well, Airsoft Innovations came out with this guy. This guy's all metal. It is really super durable. You can throw this straight at a concrete wall and it's not going to hurt it at all. And the way that it works, when you put the cello disc in here, the trigger depresses against a mechanism inside, which we'll show you in a second, and lets the gas come into the chamber below and burst the cello disc. It's not nearly as loud as a Thunder Bee, but it's loud enough. You know a grenade went off, and you can reuse it. You get 30 cello discs in one package. So it is a bit of an outlay initially. It's about $45 per Burst XL, but again, it's durable, it will last forever, and all you have to do is replace these little cello discs and buy green gas, and it's infinitely reusable. So let's look at how it works. Take it apart in two places right here. See, there's a little plunger here, and you have to push that up. And to ensure that that plunger will go in and out of there really smoothly, they do recommend that every second throw at most, you put a couple of drops of grenade oil in there. And that just lubricates that O-ring and to make sure that it can go in and out of there and release the gas easily. All right, then you're gonna push that plunger back down in there. Just flat. Well, a little bit too much there. You just want it to be flush right there, just like that. Now, it doesn't actually say this in the instructions, and by the way, everything that we're doing here is in the instructions, but we're making a video about it because if you're like me, I'm a very visual learner. If I'm sitting in my calculus class in high school and the teacher's lecturing, I'm like, oh God, please stop lecturing. Just do a problem on the board and I'll be able to do it forever. You know, I'm the same way here. If I see it done once, I can do it forever. So I actually like to put a little drop of oil in here as well. Well, you get the idea. I'm having trouble with my aim, but the point is this needs to go up and down. So you want to make sure it's pretty well, it's well lubricated. All right, and the way that you prime this is there's a little indicator on here. It's a little dot, and I'm not going to actually repaint mine. It's a black dot, but it's a little hard to see. So I like to paint mine just to make it super visible. So now you can see that there's a dot right here. You're going to push the trigger up and you're going to press it over to the side, and it's going to stay like that. All right. Now you want to put the pin in so it holds it in position and then doesn't go off on your pack as you're running around. Now you're going to screw the top on. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to fill it with green gas. And this little rubber strip just protects your valve from getting dirty. It doesn't take a lot of gas, just a second. And that's it. We'll cover that back up. Now we need to put the burst disc in. You just take one of these little plastic cello discs, and it's gonna settle down into this bottom piece. Takes a little bit of finesse, but once you get it in there, now we're gonna screw it in. Screw it in nice and tight, and it will screw in quite a bit until you've got a nice firm seal and a tight drum. All right, and now we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Fire in the hole. So there you go. Obviously, the XL burst grenades they're plenty loud. You definitely know when one went off by you, and they're virtually indestructible. Although this one's taken quite a few dings, and they're infinitely reusable. Now you have 60 burst discs to start with. If you go through 60 throws, you can go out and buy a replacement kit for just 14 bucks. And with the replacement kit, you're gonna get 3 more pins in case you lost one or more of your pins. And these are pretty easy to lose track of, especially if you drop them in the field. And 3 more valve protectors, as well as 60 more burst discs. So, you know, it's really super expensive per throw with this guy. Now, if 14 bucks for 60 more is too much for your budget, you actually can make your own burst discs. All you need is a circular cut tool and a pack of cello sheets, and you can cut your own. These are 33 millimeters in diameter, and you can cut your own for, you know, a couple of pennies a piece. And I actually have to thank YouTuber John Lin for turning me on to that. Even though I'm not personally going to do that, it's worth the 15 bucks for me just to order the replacements. I don't throw these enough to warrant making my own, but if you're carrying a bunch of these and you're throwing them every single game, it may be worth it to you to go out and get your own cutter and your own cello sheets. So if you like that idea, make sure you go over to John Lin's channel and show him some love. But we'll just order the replacements ourselves. Now there is one additional thing we need to talk about with the Burst XL, and then you're going to be a Burst XL Pro. And that is, these are impact grenades. And as the name implies, they have to have an impact to go off. Pretty significant impact, as it turns out. You can't just drop these on the grass and expect them to go off. You can't just drop these on soggy, sodden terrain and expect these to go off. They've got to hit something hard. And if you play outdoor skirmishes, then sometimes that can be a bit difficult. Oh, God. In wet ground.
It didn't go off, did it?
Nope. Yeah, blue Burst XL grenade, there it is. Be careful, it didn't go off. Yeah. I think the ground's too soft. So just bear that in mind as you're throwing these. You need to make sure that what you're throwing it at is significantly firm enough to make it go off. So there you go. Now you're a Burst XL Pro. And we do highly encourage these. They're super fun to play with. If your field has adopted that proximity rule, there's really no point in carrying more expensive BB field grenades. You know, I will mention again, if you're not on a budget, those Thunder Bees, they're still awesome. Don't get us wrong. And you don't got to worry about what you're throwing it against. It's going to go off no matter what. But if you don't want to chuck $4 at everybody every time you throw, this guy is amazing. If you found this how-to helpful, make sure that you like, comment, and share it. And if you haven't already, make sure you join us on our airsoft journey by hitting that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time.